Yo, I like that. Are we live now? All right, so I'm new to Stream Labs. We're going to get into the conversation soon. We'll let a few people show up. I'm a little earlier than I normally do Sunday nights now. This Sunday night is a bit different because obviously The Walking Dead isn't around. I'm getting used to this Streamlabs thing. I like playing with it. You can put the comments on screen. It is a bit different. Now, given I'm going to tweak around with this a bit. I like this, but this is more along the lines of doing discussions and then showing stuff off, right? Because when you're doing gameplay, I don't think this is going to be as crisp. So when you're doing a gameplay stream, which we might do one over on the Ronnie Hayes when we're done here, like as soon as we close down, we might go and do a little hour of gameplay, but not much. We're not doing a long stream tonight, but I just want to chat with some of you guys. Who are my top 3 comic characters all time in The Walking Dead? I know I'm going to miss somebody, but probably Rick, Grimes, Negan, and who would be top 3? Rick, Negan. Michonne took a while to earn like a top spot, but I guess it would have to be Michonne. Yo, what's going on, guys? I love that. You can show little comments. Detroit Become Human. Not tonight. We're going to try to round out the... there's a reason. We're going to try to round out God of War. There's a reason because I should be getting my copy of Predator Hunting Grounds, and I don't want to start Detroit, jump to Predator, play that for a week, and then jump back to Detroit. You get me? So I want to stick with God of War, go to Predator, and then go to a new game. Make Path Presents should really give Better Call Saul a try. Absolutely. It's a show that I'm going to watch. I mean, I just don't need to watch it while it's live. I'm going to binge the whole series. It just ended, the new season. So I'm going to check up on it. Damn it, Ron Don. It's good to see you, dude. Make Path Presents. My top 3 is Glenn, Tyrese, and Michonne. Oh, nice. Thank you very much. Glenn kind of annoyed me a touch in the comic just because he didn't have the charisma of the regular show. Now, I do want to get into specific topics, though. Oh, man, it just splashed me in the face. Now, we're going to talk about 2 main things. One, when is The Walking Dead returning? It's kind of like a little mini update for that. 2, is The Walking Dead season 11 going to be a unprecedented, well, ever since season 3, 8 season, half season? That way all the series can get back in order for what they're doing. The reason I say that is because I haven't checked up on it, but Fear the Walking Dead may be done. And I know there was someone that I'm kind of new-ish with, and they're in the industry, and it's kind of something that they had mentioned that may be a thing that could be done. And I didn't even think about it until they mentioned it. Like they may, depending on when the release is, to get back on track, they may come out with the season 10 finale, follow it with World Beyond, actually follow that with Fear the Walking Dead, the new season, and then go into The Walking Dead season 11 for a half a season when the back half would air, or they can switch it up depending on how, because then they can take Fear episodes and do double episodes. They can follow, that's another option they can do, where they can have episodes double up, like take Fear, fuck Fear. I mean, it's pulling dog shit ratings anyway, no offense. But what you do is you double the episodes. So that way you can clean up that gap and get back on track, or as close to on track as they can. Because at first I was like, yo, why don't they just cut Fear in half? Screw them. Give the main one. And then my buddy was like, yo, Fear's already done, I think, as far as recording, or it's like mostly in the works. The Walking Dead season 11 didn't even start filming. They start filming normally around now. So I think, yeah, what is it? April, what are we at? Yeah, so they would have started filming a little while ago, but they're in lockdown, so nothing's going on as far as editing. And the reason I'm not sure if they can double up too soon on World Beyond is because World Beyond is next. So while they're airing the episodes, they're editing ones that are coming up behind that. So I don't know. So again, there's a possibility we see episodes doubled up to get back on track. There's a possibility we see maybe a half season for season 11. There's a possibility that there's no real, how do you put this? There's no real jam up, because if they did double up a few, they only need to make up at this point a few weeks. So I don't know. Let's get into some of the questions, see what you guys have to say. The other thing is, I'm back on track with a schedule that's very important for this channel. I've been talking about the new content I want to do for so long. We are at that, and I want to explain what that means. But let me answer some of your questions. We have Vito says, what season of The Walking Dead do you think is the most underrated? Season 4, I think, is well, yeah, I'll go with season 2. A lot of people slam it, but the character work in season 2 is fantastic. Slizzle, man, listen, I don't have that binger anymore that goes ding, 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 you know, when I get the donos. So that kind of sucks, but I like this little Streamlab thing. I do have to let you know, let me open this in another link. I want to look up this other, I did an interview on my personal channel with Adam Post. He does comic books, and he's working on this comic called College of the Dead. It's kind of like The Walking Dead, but in college, you know, not exactly like that. And I did an interview that was fun and informative, and I want you guys to check it out if you're interested. It's on the Make a Path Presents channel. And also I'll show you his campaign too, because the art, if you're into zombies and sexy bitches, yo, the art is proper. But they also have art for just good art, if you didn't like my sexy bitch joke. And also on the screen, you can see Doomsday Kingdom. If you're interested, I need you to sign up, only because everyone who signs up, if you go on to back the volume, you will get a trading card. So even if you're a little bit like thinking maybe I might grab it, because it's going to be fire when it drops. We're going to have exclusive art and all that. At least this way you get that sign up bonus, you know? Right now, you don't have to pay anything. Just go, you sign up. We're not flooding you. I'm not selling your email. I don't do any of that. Indiegogo, I don't believe it's set up to do any of that. Indiegogo itself will just send you an update and let you know when we go live with our campaign. Slizzle, thank you very much for the $2 dono, homie. Let me try to hit up some exact questions. Season 2 was the best half. Fear the Walking Dead, a Walking Dead crossover, and air one episode of each show every weekend. You can't do that. First off, that would be terrible, because in their world, they're so far apart distance-wise. Second off, Fear is already in production for more than half. You guys can look it up and see where exactly, but it's more than half of their season. That means they would have to pull off a miracle, or just do some really stupid shit and have them pick up, leave, and abandon everything right now and have the characters just come back to Alexandria. Then once they do that, there's no reason to have 2 shows, because now you don't need to cross over anything, you know? Unless you mean, wait a minute, you're not talking about crossover like the characters. You're just talking about double airing them, I think. Right? Because, yeah, so I don't know why you said crossover. Yeah, that confuses shit out of me. Yeah, you're just talking about stacking the air dates. If you stack them, sure, they could do that. They could do a Walking Dead and Fear the Walking Dead. It all depends on if they're sure they won't oversaturate the customers, you know, the viewing audience. Link for Indiegogo. I'm gonna have to put the link in I thought I had it in the video description. I'm gonna have to double check that. I'll put it in the chat right now. You can check out the link for Indiegogo, and I put one for Doomsday Kingdom. I'll actually copy one for College of the Dead. I'm ordering the cover with, I'll just show you guys. I'm ordering, see, if you go to Doomsday Kingdom and you just go, let me do this. Shit, I forgot how to do what I did before. Oh yeah, right here. If you go to Doomsday Kingdom, you just go right here and hit sign up and put your email address. Wow, you can't see my cursor. Why the hell is that not a thing? I was able to show off my cursor yesterday. Anyway, you just sign right up. Now I'm going to put College of the Dead here. The College of the Dead Indiegogo. And then you guys will be able to see, here's some of the art. Catch that interview. Like I said, I would like to get this guy over 20K, not just by us. I'm not saying, guys, go spend all your money. If you're interested, definitely go check it out. But this is the cover I'm getting. But I mean, let me word it right. I would like to see, and maybe even help a little bit to bump this campaign past that 20K mark. It's something that I am interested in. You're going to see it on the channel. This is the cover I personally got. There's a book 1 and a book 2. I won't talk too much about this because I already have a whole video on my personal channel, but there's a book 1, book 2, and that'll complete the story that's out right now. And there's a book 3 coming out. So it's not like you read this and that's it. You can get this cover, graduation day. If you're a teacher, you can grab that and hang it up. And then here's the Torch Girl. A lot of people like the Torch Girl. So that's College of the Dead. Really cool book going on. And then we have Doomsday Kingdom, and we'll get to it in a minute, but I wanted to do the update for the channel. I'll go into some of your comments and then we'll do an update here. That's not what I wanted. Yeah, here we go. Let me make it bigger. Yeah, so we have our list of things going on. Let me see. You think Morgan and Rick will ever meet again? I hope so, but right now I doubt it. Have I watched The Kingdom season 2? No, I have not. No, but we will have Kingdom Flaw and Awe review for episode 1 coming. I already recorded it for my whatchamacallit. Am I playing God of War tonight? Yeah. We're probably going to do an hour just to keep everything flowing. Adam's only like 300 away from 20K. That's what's up. Well, it's 250 because I'm going to put my order in for book 1 and book 2. It's something I'm also going to review on the channel and do an unboxing on, so you guys can check that out when I get it. When do I think The Walking Dead will end? The franchise is not going to end for a long time, 10, 20, 30 years, if at all. It's going to, slither in and out of different mediums, comics, books, video games, movies, shows. It's around for a good long while. Did I see your dono on Streamlabs? I'm pretty sure I shouted it out, didn't I? Or was there a comment? Let me see. I can't see Streamlabs because with this application, if I open Streamlabs, it will shut down this application. But it showed me your dono on this screen. I clicked on it. Let me double check and go up more and see if there was another one, because I clicked on your dono. The one, you see, we got another one I missed. Without that timer, let me back up and just say The Walking Dead, the main show, I give it around 12, 13. But I do think some characters like Daryl, Carol, yada, 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 I do think they're going to continue to live on in a different way. Movie cameos in other shows, mini shows for each individual character. Judith, I think she's going to have her own show in years from now. Horror Movie Hustle with a $5 dono. What up, Ronnie? Wanted to say hi and drop a dono. Glad to see another live chat. Thank you very much, homie. Appreciate the support. Absolutely appreciate it. Yeah, here's the one. Slizzle, isn't this the one? I put this up before. I sent Streamlabs dono earlier. Okay, you said one earlier. Let me look up. I might have read that wrong when I clicked on it. Yeah, no, that's all I got. Yeah, that's all I got. Yeah, that's all I got. There's no... I'm going to have to look into that to see where... I'm looking at the board. Yeah, I apologize, brother. I'm looking at the board, and I only have that one for you. From you. There's that dono and this dono. You know what I just thought of? Let me check something out real quick, actually. What if I click on... Where's the... Oh, view control room. Let me see if this will work. Because this is the Walking Dead stream I'm on right now. All right, so now I'm on the back end of whatchamacallit. I'm on the back end of YouTube itself, And yeah, there's no other dono. I don't know if something went wrong with it. I mean, I don't care if it didn't go through. I'm just trying to make sure you know that I was trying to give you a proper shout out. But even on YouTube, nothing's showing except for the one I clicked on. Let me go down to the new comments. XL said, with all the bad zombie movies, do you think they will break the mold with a good zombie movie? The Walking Dead, do you think they can have a zombie movie or a Walking Dead movie while the show is still airing? Yeah, they can do all of that. I mean, listen, all you need is a good story. You know what I'm saying? And stop getting stuck in the repetition of what they've been doing. They are in this repetitive, I don't know, streak right now. All right, Megapath presents any updates on Day of the Dead review. Yeah, let's get into the channel review, and then we'll answer a few more questions and then wrap it up, because I pretty much went over. There's not much to talk about when it comes to when is The Walking Dead returning. All we know is it could return in June, July-ish, and there's a possibility we can see some type of cuts happening, whether it's a half of a season 11, or I should say a shorter episode count, which means 8 or 10. That's definitely a possibility. We could actually see them double up episodes and give us a 10 episode season 11. I shouldn't have said, now that I think about it, I shouldn't have put it in the thumbnail and worded it like that, because it doesn't mean it has to be a half a season. Depending on the time and what they got worked out, it could be 13 episodes. You know what I mean? They could have 13 episodes, but one episode or 4 episodes could be a half an hour. You get me? So it matters on just how much time and what they're packing in their schedule, the way that they schedule it. So that's that. When does The Walking Dead come back? It's anyone's guess, unless there was a recent announcement. I was busy as hell the last week or so, so I didn't really see anything. I saw people just making up shit, like articles just saying, oh yeah, random months. I can do that. Look, June, July, you know, whatever's coming up. August, how about that? Walking Dead back in August. But the thing is, if it delays too long, we are going to have some type of disruption. You know, because I don't think they're going to want to air The Walking Dead itself far off from where they already air it now. You know what I mean? So we'll have to see what happens. And then let's get to this question here and more about this specific channel, the channel I'm on right now, which is Megapath Presents. If you haven't noticed, I changed the profile pic, and over 2,000, I think, videos were unlisted. Now that means you can watch them, but the only way to do it is to go to the playlist section and scroll through, whether it's gaming, The Walking Dead. I made it easy, and I put all Walking Dead reviews for the whole series in one playlist. So you can click on it and just scroll down and pick whatever episode. If you guys see anything wrong or missing with playlists, holler at me and I'll go and double check. I had to do this for 2,000 videos, so I might have made a mistake here or there. And YouTube once in a while throws random videos in my playlist from other channels. I don't know how the hell that keeps happening, but yeah, I don't know. So if you see anything weird, let me know. I'll get it out of there or add it in there. But yeah, so if you're looking for an old video, go to the playlists. But the future content, the last week and the last 2 weeks, I took a side job doing some roofing, doing some construction. And I'm, because of that job, and again, it's a temp job, I actually had the choice to do that for the long haul, but I can't. I decided I can't do that. I'm not going to be able to do that because it would severely interfere with what I'm doing with the channel. Anyway, so what I'm going to start doing is the job I just did is going to have me set for mid-June, let's say. Where are we? End of April? Mid-ish of June, meaning I don't have to rely at all on Megapath Presents. It could you know, it could have no uploads for 2 whole months. I don't need to worry about any income from the AdSense whatsoever. It's measly anyhow. We bring in $300 a month, unless we have like a really good month and maybe we double that. I think right now we're at 400, which again, whoa, bro. And that's just AdSense. I mean, with Patreon for the support for the Flaw and Awe reviews, we're at 300 or something anyway. So the Patreon's already doing better than AdSense. Anyhow, because the side job I did is going to keep me afloat for June, I'm going to decide, and The Walking Dead is done for right now. It's not airing. Nothing's airing. And I'm not going to just do theory videos. I don't care about videos that expire anymore. I did that for years, and I've grown a disdain for it. I'm going to put all my energy into the new series that I fucking love, the Flaw and Awe reviews, movies and shows. I already have a few shows ready to go. I'm using some extra time to get ahead of you guys as far as editing goes. That way we can do what I've been wanting to do for a long time, which is scheduling it and letting you guys know Dawn of the Dead this day, done. That's it. It's already done. That means this Friday, the 1st, May 1st, I think, will be The Walking Dead 105. Now, I could have that. I can give you guys that on Wednesday, but the point is, I want to make it and every Friday you guys know and show up and bang. And again, this isn't like for now and forever. You show up on Friday, you get a video. Right now it's going to go Walking Dead movie, Walking Dead movie. Once we are on our feet and rolling, I would love to be able to do movies every Friday and then The Walking Dead every either Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday, depending on some episodes are snappy. 105 is a short one. 106 or 202, they might be longer. So, excuse me. That's the game plan. This Friday, May 1st, Walking Dead 105. Every Friday, we're going to follow it. So the next Friday will be Dawn of the Dead, and then The Walking Dead 106, and then Land of the Dead. Now, here's the thing. If I can manage to get caught up really quickly, I would love to do the movies and put out that Walking Dead one midweek sooner than waiting long. You feel me? Now, between the Patreon, unless some people are like, listen, screw this, I'm jumping ship until things pick up. I ain't mad at you. I ain't mad at you at all. If you do that, trust me, I'm going to put in work and, hang in there and come back when you want to support and help the channel maintain. Wait, where was I saying? Oh, yeah. So if everyone wants to bounce. Wait, where was I going with that? I saw a big, huge, massive red block, and it looked like $100 dono. I was like, you did not have to do that, man. You did. I think you're already even supporting on Patreon. Princess, you did not have to do that. All right, if someone can just remind me what I was saying, but I'm off track now. Thank you very much, Princess Pie. I appreciate that. $100 dono. We got to put that on the board. I hope your whole comment fits. I know there's 2 different styles I can do for the comments. I wonder if, bang, and then it doesn't let me. Brand style? Is it minimal? That's too small, I think. Let's keep it like this. All right, let's go back to comments. I think what I was trying to say, and then I want to read Princess's comment. I think what I was trying to say is, you know what? I don't even remember what I was trying to say. Long story short, to wrap it up with what we're doing with the Flaw and Awe review, you guys know I've been battling with myself between doing raw videos and the highly polished Flaw and Awe review type videos. And I've noticed just by doing these for the last 6 months now, this is where my passion is. If you told me I can only pick one thing to do on YouTube, it would be a Flaw and Awe review every single Friday, at least at this point in time. Maybe it would be a toss up between like a Flaw and Awe and then like a deeper into like a new version that's not as psycho, because the last version, it was turning into something that I don't think people would like because it was too much technical shit. It became. Plus, people weren't watching that anyway. It's funny. I get 1,000 comments. Where's it deeper into? But 1,000 people watched it. Well, maybe it's the same freaking 1,000 people. Anyhow, what's up with my camera? What's up with that? All right, Princess Pie coming in with $100 dono. Hi, Ronnie. It's been a while. I wanted to give you a dono for your awesome work, but never had a chance to catch a live. I really love the content, and the Flaw and Awe's are fun and amazing. Keep it. You're a great job. Keep it up. You're a great job. I hope that's what you mean, or else I'm going to sound a little unhumble there. I think I messed that up. Keep it. Okay. Keep it up. Great job. I get you now. That was just me being an idiot reading it like a dumbass. Matt, Princess, you didn't have to do that, man. I appreciate that greatly. Absolutely. I mean, that helps tremendously. Between that and the support you guys have been throwing my way, it really does help in a big way. And I'm excited. I'm kind of nervous. There's a part of me that felt really bad, man. Yeah, I'm injecting daily disinfectants to make sure I'm clean. I got you, bro. Yeah, there's part of me that felt really bad because I was doing the construction job. Now, keep in mind, I did the job knowing, 100% knowing that it's not easy work. Anyone who does roofing, you throw 80-pound shingles over your shoulder and you carting them up a ladder, and I did that for 2 roofs. There was a tree that took out the guy's roof, and it was 2 roofs. So I had to carry all the shingles up for the top roof on the 2nd floor and then carry them all the way up for the 1st floor. And then you got to clean up the shingles. And it's just a mess. I hate roofing. I absolutely hate it. Anyhow, I went into that knowing that it's a shit job. Did I need to take it? No, but it would cover the money I would have made on the channel for about a month and a half. So the idea was I go into it, bust my ass, and we're talking North Carolina. It's hot. Luckily, it wasn't too hot, but there was a couple days where I was dying. My ears got sunburned. It sucked. Anyhow, so I bust my ass, and I'm knowing that gives me maybe even till the end of June. I didn't get my stimulus check yet, and as far as I understand, I don't think there's reason why I don't get one, because I don't owe any creditors. I don't have outstanding debt. I never even got a credit card till I was, actually, it's been a year. I got a credit card a year ago. I hated the idea of credit. I never wanted to just, you know what I mean? So I don't have any reason why I shouldn't get it. So it's weird. I just, maybe they're just a little slow. Anyway, I'm really thinking if I just take a breath, calm down. I got the comic. I got the anthology book that I'm working on for the end of the year, which is already stressing me out because it's something I want to be able to put out and say, look, there's actually stuff coming out. I'm already working on volume 2 of Doomsday Kingdom, and oh my God. Oh my God. But that's the thing. I got to take a breath and slow down and just knock off all the bullshit. I knew I had to work to get money to hold me over because I already started thinking, all right, I got to put out some prediction videos and some theory videos because I can do that and get a viral video in no time. I've been doing it for years. It's easy as shit being able to figure out what ridiculous title video is going to get high views. It's so crazy now. I can make bets and I'm 98% on the money when it comes to that. But I don't enjoy it, and I feel sleazy when I do it, So this is to hopefully by July, if I can keep it up and I don't have to do anything else and focus 100% on this and the comic and the other projects, we'll be doing the Flaw and Awe reviews, getting on our feet. And then but by July, I am hoping we draw in a new audience, a new community into our existing one that enjoys the Flaw and Awe reviews. We're not turning our back on The Walking Dead. What I'm talking about is no more prediction videos or theory videos. If there's big news or big breaking whatever, we will likely talk about them. I do believe it will be on the Ronnie Hayes channel at this time. I don't know yet. I don't know. I know I moved gaming completely off the channel and live streams. This is going to be one of the rare ones. As far as the long ones where we all yada yada yada, I don't know about the Walking Dead after shows yet. I don't know. I would like to poll the audience, but we're gonna have to really see. And then by July, I'm hoping we have this new up and running schedule with people who know every Friday, and I'm on point and it's consistent. And then maybe we can start adding to that. That's the idea. Not, all right, I'm doing one video a week. That's it. Fuck this. Fuck y'all. Yada, yada, yada. You know, it's my show now. No, the idea is to catch my breath, dig in my heels, and build this up, get on a set schedule, and then start adding to that. And we're always going to be doing every other day on the Ronnie Hayes. So if you guys are here for daily videos, come over to Ronnie Hayes. We just did a whole week of after work. I played an hour or two of God of War. We're going to be playing Predator Hunting Grounds. I'm interviewing comic book people. I got a few Comicsgate people in the lineup who are making comic books. I'm even trying to reach out to industry people. It's that series I was talking about where I want to talk to people in person as well as, you know, on screen. But obviously, starting out, we'd be on screen. But eventually, I wanted to do it in person. But with COVID, little bit of a problem. Anyway, so that was the Speak Your Geek one. A different type of interview where we could talk to people in the industry, but forget about promoting to us. Let's get to know them and a little bit of their geeky side and see what they love and what they don't. You feel me? Again, Princess, thank you very much for the support. Absolutely. And you really didn't have to do that, man. But that was like a fist of love that just punched me in my guts. And I loved every second of it. HE said, when I get stimulated by my stimulus check, I'm going to fulfill my dreams of building a roller coaster. Nice, brother. I think you might need more than that, though. 1,200 paper check that probably seen you in a mail. I got direct deposit, though. I don't know why they would send me a check. I mean, I guess. If you had your 2018 refunded through direct deposit, here's the problem. I switched banks. So they did not have it until I did my 2019 taxes, which they're all done. They've been done for a few weeks now. I'm like, fucking look at me. 2018, I used a different bank. I got really annoyed with that bank and different weird shit they would do. And then I found a new bank that actually did like an online accounting where I can just go online. My old bank was one of those local yokel ones where they still do paper statements and you can't, like, I want an app on my phone. So I could pull up my phone every time I do anything money-wise, the transactions let me know. So if someone stole my money or my bank card, I'm going to get updates. And with one button, I can stop everything. You know what I mean? That's what I want. I want that security and that luxury of looking at an app instantly. So anyway, long story short, I got rid of that bank. But that was last year. So they don't have my new banking deposit money. You know what I mean? Deposit info. Oh, wait. Otherwise, you'll get it mailed to you. Maybe. Maybe that's the problem, brother. We will see. We shall see. Dan Peterson. I got to scroll up to make sure I didn't miss any. Make a path. That Adam Post interview was awesome. Would like to talk to you a bit. Have some questions about collaboration after seeing the College of Dead video today. What do you mean? What do you mean by questions about collaboration? Help me understand that a little bit, brother Mike. I switched banks too, but mine, I immediately went to the new one. How is that? Wait, if you switched banks, how would they have your new info? See, I literally closed the account and just, I didn't switch banks as far as like transferred money. I didn't do that. I straight walked in and closed out my bank account. And then I walked into a new bank and opened a new bank account. If that's a difference. Wait, The Walking Dead is having a half a season? No, brother, we don't know yet. If you listen to it at the beginning, I break it down, but it is a possibility that could happen. I don't know. No one knows. We're kicking around different ideas. When Judith tells Daryl about Michonne, when will Dwight tell Daniel about Abraham? Well, here's the thing. Judith, Daryl, Michonne, they're all involved and they all know everything. But Dwight, Daniel, and Abraham, again, I stopped watching Fear the Walking Dead, but Dwight doesn't know Daniel met Abraham. Wait, how do we know Daniel met Abraham? Did he? I thought it was the girl who met Abraham. So it would be, yeah, I have no idea. The point is, people don't know other people met. We know it because we're watching it, you know? I can't wait today. Never reveal what Beta gets unmasked Magna. She's going to say he was a country singer. Yeah, it has to be Magna. I agree, because she was the one listening to his music. So that's already set up. Let me just double check. Let me go up and I'll go to some new comments because I was kind of talking a bit. Oh, this is the first live you caught in years. Nice. Talking about channel uploads on Fridays and back in down. What? Okay, you were talking about the channel uploads on Fridays and back and down, people bouncing, etc. Yeah, I remember that part, but I had in my mind, I had like a swing around thought about it. I think the idea I was going for was, listen, guys, yes, I am kind of slowing up per se with the upload quantity on Make a Path Presents, but the reason I'm doing is to, restructure and get more consistency, because we have the Discord coming. So anyone sick of not getting notifications, we're dropping a public Discord server next week. The only reason I didn't do it already was because I was working. I knew I'd be working for at least 1 week. It wasn't supposed to be 2, but and I wouldn't be anywhere in the server because where I'm working is in the country, man. There's no reception. None. I get nothing. So it's so weird being so online and connected to so many people and having all these, because I got people I'm talking to that they may hire me to write something for their comic, or I got a few people that are that kind of sort of in the industry, or people that definitely are. And there's, we're structuring maybe, building relationships, networking, but also building times for interviews coming up. And I had to push a lot of those back because I wanted to get this thing with the channel. Because Ethan Van Sciver is a YouTuber and a professional comic book artist who worked for DC. He actually did a Walking Dead cover. I actually have that cover too. But he described what he did with his channel as the YouTube channel is a giant boat, and he's right on the money with it. You don't just turn like a fast racing car unless you're in a different predicament where you have 10 million subscribers and you can lose 5 million and you're still hot and rocking. It doesn't matter. So it's a giant boat. So when you're making any sort of changes or you see any icebergs ahead, you got to slow it up, come to a stop, then turn it, and then slowly get going again. And when you hit momentum, that is a sweet spot with YouTube. Once you hit momentum, you got to ride the momentum or else you're starting all over. And I think that's why up and coming channels have a lot of problems, because they don't pay attention to momentum. Some of them might even slow up once they hit momentum. And that's one reason why I exploded from 50K to 100K, is because I hit this momentum and I was grinding, everything that was fire. I put that out, focused on that. And that's why we went so heavy with the predictions and the theory videos and all that, because I took the momentum and I was like, yeah. I don't know what I was saying. Adam's interview is awesome. How did I get that question again? McPath Presents. I'm enjoying getting to learn more about other writers and your discussions with them. People like with Adam Post, great talented guy. Yeah, he definitely comes off as a cool dude. If you guys missed the interview I did on a separate channel, his name's Captain Fuckhead. Actually Captain Fuckhead, but no you or something like that. But I showed one of my tricks for writing a very long story. It's my scroll. I don't think anyone I've ever seen has this trick. I'm sure people do, but I've never seen it. I've never read a book of an artist or a writer that ever gave this tip. And maybe it only works for me because I'm half an idiot. But it's a scroll. It's made out of this gift paper, and you pull it out, and you have the whole. I have 40 some issues. Well, this one is the original. It's 34 issues on this. The bigger one I made, I'm transferring everything from this on to the bigger one. See, it is a little bigger. Well, let me see. It's a little bigger, and it's also longer as well. And this one contains 40 or 44 issues in one thing. So I pull it out, and I'm looking at the pacing for the series as a whole. Because it's really important. And I plan so far ahead. I really got to pay attention to how the story's unfolding because I could trip myself up, because you guys are going to see some playing with time coming up. That is crazy. Issue 2, we got, I don't even know how to tease it, but all I can say is we got like a guy that looks like a 1930s mobster, and there's a story reason for it. And he's got a Tommy gun even. And you know what's neat with a Tommy gun, and I found this out, and I actually inserted it into the story, but Tommy guns, it's not like the movies where and then you take the drum magazine and you just unclip it and clip it back in. You ever play video games or see movies where gangsters and then they just take it off and put it back in? That's not actually true or accurate. The reason why there's drum mags, they hold a lot. But normally for war, they use the straight magazines. The reason for that is because with a drum mag, you actually need this little tool. So it's funny because if it stays the way it is with the unpolished version of the script, one of the characters actually deals with this issue with changing the mag on the gun. And then later on, he gets one with the straight clip. But anyhow, that's a neat little tidbit. But there's there's some fireworks again. There's a mass grave moment that I can't wait. The artist hasn't drawn that specific one yet, but a volume coming up that I'm excited about, and a certain issue alone. I don't even have the words for it. How excited I might just be the only one, because it deals with a character and some things that happen in issue 2. But it's in a really weird, like, fever dream type of way, but not like hallucinations that don't mean anything. I think I done it in a way because I hate hallucinations. I hate dreams. I hate shit that doesn't add up. I think when this is revealed, I think some of y'all will really like it. I can't say anymore, but the volume coming up is called The Rains of July. So I love that. I don't know why I said July, but yeah, Rains of July. What did you say? Laugh out, look at me. What a knife. I don't know why that made me dying. Love from Arizona, brother. Having Walking Dead withdrawals now. Just got into Longmire on Netflix and missing my Supernatural. They effed us. Yeah, recently I was doing some work around the house and I started watching Waco. And I think that's good on Netflix to watch. Now, the guy is still he's a piece of shit. I think he married like a 12-year-old. And again, if that's accurate, yeah, he's a piece of shit. But it's neat how there's footage from Waco of the shooting. And it's funny. Well, I don't know if it's funny, but it's interesting because that footage I have saved in one of my folders to use as an example of real gunfights. Because when we get to record or make our own original content, I'm using some real life shootouts and shootings and wounds and yada, yada, yada to give this ultra realism to it. So when you see bullets go through certain structures, it has that look. Guns don't have this high bass movie like sound. They have that real like smack sound. A gun in real life, not all of them, some of them really crackle. They really have like a bass, but a lot of guns, a lot of pistols, they have like a wood slapping down sound, like this really crack, it's more of a high pitch than a boom, a thundering boom. But for movies, it sounds good. But it's funny though, because I saved that footage a while ago and seeing they made the same area and you get to watch it and they actually did the same thing from the footage on the show, except for in the show, guy jumps off the roof. I don't think that happened in the real footage, but yeah, the Waco shooting in real life was crazy, the footage they got. What will happen once Daniel found out Dwight is responsible for Abraham's death? I don't think he's going to find out. If you guys can tell me why or how that's going to happen, I don't know why that would happen. You know what I mean? To be honest, if there's half the amount of episodes a season, could be great, as there'll be less filler. You know, you say that, but here's the thing. You have one story to tell, and if there's half, like if you cut season 8 in half, obviously you'd have a different type of ending, but you're still getting that same story. I doubt they're going to cut, you know, certain parts out. I would imagine maybe they would, like maybe they would take out some things, but some slower moments, but essentially you're still getting the Junkyard Gang. You know, you're still getting this and that and this and that. I don't think it's the amount of episodes. I think it's the choice of the writers and the choices that they're making, because some of the things they're doing are not that hot. Dan says, and we're going to be wrapping this up soon. I'm pretty sure you guys give me any last questions because we're going to go over to the Ronnie Hayes channel and try to get an hour of gameplay in. I will say the movie Flaw and Awe reviews, that's why I pulled this up on the screen. I did want to show this off. This is the list of, this is the movie list. I will make a show list. Right now, the shows that you will see sooner rather than later are Dexter's pilot, Breaking Bad's pilot, Kingdom's pilot, and maybe if I can squeeze it in, the Shield's pilot. So if you're into that, and the way we're going to work it is, we're going to do that. We're not going to do full series. We did the Dead series, but once we're done with the Dead, and that's Night of the Dead, Dawn of the Dead, Day of the Dead, Land of the Dead, we're going to slowly go back and do some of the remakes. I just watched Night of the Living Dead remake for the first time in 20 years with my daughter last night. And then Dawn of the Dead remake is coming up. But we're going to do the first movie and the first show of a series. And the ones that get a lot of interest, we're going to follow it up with a secondary one. So if we do Friday the 13th, and it doesn't, let's say it gets a lot, and then we do part 2 and it gets like none, we're going to break, and it will do like Nightmare on Elm Street or whatever, whatever's on the list. And then we'll come back and do another Friday until we build it. Because I've noticed if we stick with one series, we may be limiting us to how many people are finding us. Anyway, so yeah, we have all the Halloweens, Hereditary, and the ones in bold are the ones that got high votes. The ones that are in yellow are the ones that we already did. So this is the list that I have together to keep track of everything that's suggested and everything that's been voted on. Some of them I filled in because people would suggest the first one, and I just put the whole series down because originally I was thinking we're not doing part 2 without doing part 1. And I think we're going to stick with that. Yeah, one of the poll winners is Terminator. That's also one of the movies coming up really soon. So yeah, so that's what that is. Let me get to some of the comments here. Sorry, I didn't want to drink in your ear. Dan says, let me just say, what's best way to reach you off public/live? Don't want to talk about this on air. The best way to reach me about anything, well, if it's just like random chit chat or yada, 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 you can reach me on pretty much any social media. Some of them will put messages in spam. So if that happens, I'm never going to know. But if you really have something to reach out to me about, whether it's someone out there that has something that can, that wants to contribute something to the channel, we have some projects coming up So that's just an example. We're not doing any right now because we're focusing on our new content here. But if it's job wise, I know there's anything like that, I think go to the about section, hit up the email, and just shoot off an email. I think the email is probably best. We got a couple out there. I mean, hit up doomsdaykingdom@gmail.com. That's the comic one, but it's easy to remember if you want it right now. doomsdaykingdom@gmail.com. Shoot it over. I'll take a read at what you're saying, and I'll try to get back to you as quick as I can. I'm saying, do you think Negan would tell he saw in helicopter at junkyard? Would Negan say he saw that? I imagine if the writers aren't dicking around, he would mention that to somebody. Yeah. Ronnie, there's we're not doing any Last of Us 2 conversation. None at all. I'm not talking about Last of Us 2 at all, especially not about leaks. What project is he talking about here? What project where? Yo, by Jordan, Luke. You're like the same one who keeps asking, wait, what is this? What is that? Are you new here, brother? Let us know. I'll let you know what I know. When is the finale? No one knows right now. Ronnie, I already did that. Please, can you start Sons of Anarchy, Flaw and Awe? I don't think you have, but maybe I missed it, but I would love to see that. Yes and no. I'm not doing whole series. And let me make that clear, and I'm going to repeat that until I faint. I will not do whole series ever again. Will we maybe do a whole series years from now eventually? Sure. I think we can do most of the Fire episodes for Breaking Bad. Most of the Fire episodes for Sons of Anarchy. Again, eventually, if Flaw and Awe Reviews continues for a few years, especially once we grow and I can hire editors, bro, imagine every twice a week, a banging Flaw and Awe review. Boom, 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 boom. I need editors for that, though. And I'm not just taking anybody because I got to pay them. And I know the YouTube game. I'll have 50 people say, oh, I'll edit for free. And then you do it. And in just as the channel starts growing and actually starts making money, I'm going to be on drama alert. Look at this prick. He's got 500,000 subs. Yeah, he doesn't pay an editor. You know what I mean? It's like, so we got to grow first. I'm going slow, baby steps. But we will do some Sons of Anarchy. I don't know right yet how I'm going to pick just the best episodes, but we are going to try some type of only the on and popping episodes and see how that plays out. Well, Friday the 13th, part 1 to 4 was the best. Yeah, see, I was thinking I would do part 1, part 2, part 3, and then actually I probably should do part 4. Isn't that the final chapter? Because that's kind of like a arc, because then Jason Lives is Roy, right? And then we come back with the bullshit. I mean, there's a lot of bullshit in them, but I'm just saying. So maybe I should do 1 to 4 and then stop and do the remake. And then we could go back and do some more of the other ones. What do you guys think? We're not doing any Last of Us. Sorry, brother. We're not doing any Last of Us discussions. That's not about the leak. Benjamin says there's talk about The Last of Us 2 gonna be woke. They say that all the time. That's what the actor who plays Joel was referring to when he said fans might be disappointed. Benjamin, first off, and I say this with love because I come off as an asshole, but I don't mean that because I'm not about the bullshit. If you are saying that's what the actor who plays Joel was referring to, first off, you have to prove it. You just have to, and that's not a slight. That's not like you're lying, bitch. It's only because that's how the internet works. So many people tell me, Ronnie, Negan said this and this and this in that episode. You're an idiot in your review. And I'm like, oh man, I watched the episode like 5 times. How did I screw that up? And then I'll watch it and the person's wrong. And then I'll comment and say, he didn't say that. And the person goes, oh, I only seen it the once. I could have sworn he said that. I get that all the fucking time. I'm wrong a lot. I'm just saying, like, sometimes the way people word things, it's not accurate. So did he confirm that? Is that proof, or do you just think that? because I think it means something different when I read the article. And I'm going to wait to see how woke it is, because Neil Druckmann is like, quote unquote, woke as shit. And the first one wasn't woke as shit, even though it had like a scary chance of getting there. So, okay, good. Got gist of what I was saying. Yeah, I think so, buddy. Why didn't this pop up? Sons, let me find this comment. There we go. Sons of N7 with a $10 dono. Just wanted to show my support, brother. Always look forward to the content on this channel. Love you, man. Keep it up. Thank you very much, Sons of N7. I appreciate that in a big way. The support is greatly appreciated. What do we got here? What about Lost TV show? Will you ever watch that? I already watched it. I watched it when it was live. My daughter's named after Juliet from Lost. Will we review it, though? Again, pilot episodes on pretty much any TV show that you guys vote for, it's up. It's a yes, sure. But again, you guys are voting for it in the members and the Patreon supporters. So it depends on how you guys vote. We do a one main monthly, or that's the plan. We will do one monthly public vote, but the final pick is down to the members. So the public votes as a whole. These are the 10 or 15 hot we want to do right now. And then when it comes to the private ones, they pick out which ones get the final. The last one was down to Batman and the Dead series, which is crazy. I didn't see that coming at all, you know? Damn, I forgot it's Sunday. This quarantine has my days all messed up. Laugh out loud. Good to see you streaming. Thank you very much. Go Mets. Here's a question that's so Robert Long. What about, oh wait, no, my bad. Where was it? Yeah, Baron Poynton. Here's how I know I think this is the best time for me to redirect. You know, still cover The Walking Dead, but focus on the Flaw and Awe reviews. Because you asked me, who do you think will die in season 10? I would have made like 15 videos on that already. And I'll be real with you. I don't care. Like, I just don't care. I don't know what it is, but it's not that I don't care. Like, I don't care if anyone gets killed off, because I don't want Daryl to get killed off yet. I don't want Carol to get killed off yet. Especially not yet, because I hate what they're doing with her in certain moments in this season. 1 minute she's like, it doesn't matter. Anyway, I think it will be smaller characters that are getting to the point where it's like finally building up, you know, like let's say characters like Jerry, or I think they're using Ezekiel for something else, so it would be weird to kill him off, but I don't know. I mean, maybe there's a big one killed off, but I just don't see the point in it. You know what I mean? Right now. Friday the 13th, part 5 is a new beginning. Oh, yes. All right. All right. Yeah. I got it mixed up. A new beginning. I was thinking of Jason Lives, where he comes back and he's kind of like a zombie. I got it all screwed up. That's where Tommy Jarvis is grown. No, because it's the oh my God, who's it? Yeah, that's when he's grown. But it's the white chick and the white chick and the black kid in part 5 that pushes him over. It's Roy. That's a new beginning. Where's, oh my God, what's his name? White boy from Goonies. Got molested a lot, unfortunately. Corey Feldman. What was he in, like 6? And then it was, I'm lost. I know Friday X. 9 was Goes to Hell. Jason Lives is part 6. First Friday the 13th I ever saw. Nice. You know, I remember it distinctively. Jason Goes to Manhattan. I think that's part 8. That was on and popping when I was like 8 or something. And I remember that being everywhere. and being on TV, and I was sneaking up late night watching it. It was different back then. I don't know. I know kids today, like they're having a blast and it's awesome. You got Fortnite and all these games. I mean, look how sexy these games look. You got The Last of Us and Days Gone and all this other hoorah shit. But there was something special about movies. I mean, I know now you could watch whatever you want, whenever you want, but damn, there was something about just going to the video store and having to wait and I don't know, getting the movie at a certain time. Like you don't even know. Video stores had to pay I think it was $120 or $140 for a special VHS. It wasn't really special, but they had to pay that because that was considered the licensing fee to re-rent it. Video stores didn't just buy a regular movie at a store and rent it. I'm sure some of them could have, especially in like mom and pop shops. Who the hell's gonna know? But excuse me, I was dating a girl at the video store, and she would get movies early, and it was I don't know, man, it was so cool. I got The Matrix before people were saying it was the bomb when it was in theaters. And then the girl was like, yo, we got this review copy of Matrix. Because what happens is they send the video stores the review cassettes, and they send them there to get them excited about the movie. And if they think the movie's good, they'll buy more copies to rent. Because if it's it's all right movie, you get one copy and it barely rents. But if it's a fire movie, you buy 10 copies and you're renting it every other day, for weeks. So I remember she came over to one night and popped that in, and I was just like, it was the shit. It was, you know what I mean? Because now everyone's got bootleg out the ass, but even back then when you get bootlegs, people are recording it and it's the worst fucking quality ever. But when you got like some old official shit, man, listen, you got it early and you were hyped. I don't know. I was hyped. I remember that shit. I was telling people, I was like, yo, I was watching Matrix yesterday, and they're like, how the fuck you doing that? It's not even out for a few months. I'm like, yo, I'm banging the chick at the video store. Like, fuck yeah. Anyway, Flaw and Awe, the Raid and Raid 2. It's possible. I'm up for it. I love the Raid, bro. I love it. I want to do Kung Fu Hustle. If you guys haven't seen that, check that out. Kung Fu Hustle, motherfucker. That's the shit. What do you think of Maggie's return? How do you think they'll explain it? And will she become a series regular again? I think she'll become a series regular again. How will they explain it? She got the note and came home. I don't think there's anything big. She was away because she was trying to do these networking and communities needed her and yada, rah, rah, rah. They could say anything they want. Really, it doesn't matter. As far as what do I make of it? I think it's tacked on just for excitement. I don't think there's going to be much there. I think she'll show up and maybe it'll be like a 10-minute ordeal, but it's more to get us excited for her in the new season than it is having her excited in the finale of episode 16. Make a Path presents. I missed those $1 rental Tuesdays when I was a kid. My older brother was just complaining about all the horror I made him watch. Nice. I worked at Blockbuster back in 92, 93 in high school. Those movies and video games were everything back in the day. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, it was. As a kid, I used to love to watch Pam run around without a bra. Is that a movie? Or are you just like, is that your babysitter? Was she hot, bro? Was she hot, yo? Blockbuster Video is long gone now. Yeah, unfortunately. I think there's still one in Canada. Frogs up Jason Grave and the lightning brings him to life. Telekinetic chick. 8 Manhattan. No, that's why I got confused. I'm sitting here thinking like, yo, wait a minute. Hold on, John. When the hell is Corey Feldman a kid? He's a kid in fucking part. Wait, did I just confuse myself again? He's a kid in part 4. Because wait, no. When is he chopped in the head with the axe? And he just falls down? Is that part 3? Part 4 is where he gets the machete and the kid just goes nuts on him. And then part 5, he's older. And then in 6, they recast him, and he's at the grave. All right, I screwed it up. I lost Corey Feldman in there somewhere when he was a kid. Love Kung Fu Hustle? Yeah. Did you check out the new Predator game for PS4? No, I did not. We will play that. I have ordered it. Doomsday fan community actually gifted me Predator Hunting Grounds. We will play it this week. I found out what happened. As a matter of fact, it's getting late because I have to do a gaming stream after this. Let's answer a few questions, and if you guys want to kick it more, we'll go over to my Ronnie Hayes account. I got to set up the, let me turn it on now. Actually, I got to set up the PlayStation. Oh, there it is. And we will do an hour of God of War. What happened is my GameStop is completely shut down. You can't even go in and pick things up. There's some GameStops that I believe are open, and there's some where you can get curb service. And according to the guy on the phone, my GameStop is actually completely shuttered. I even drove by it today going to the store, and it's totally shuttered. So even though I ordered correctly on the internet, and the internet said it will send my copy to the store, and I could go and pick it up the day it came out, instead of that happening, because this is a weird situation, the computer and the website ran like it was normal, and it told me to go and pick it up. However, in reality, they transferred my order to a mail order, so they mail it to my house. They mailed it to the billing information connected to my order, which is fine. It was my actual address. So when I look up the tracking, according to UPS, they didn't even ship it yet. If that's the case, I may buy it tomorrow so we can just start playing it. And then when I get the copy, I'll return it. I know I said I would do that, but I didn't really have time because we weren't going to play it yet anyhow. Thank you for live streaming. I love you shows. I appreciate that, homie. Jason X was the worst movie ever. I agree with that. Part 4, yes. Yeah, part 3. Hey, Ronnie. He's talking about Pam on, where'd it go? He's talking about Pam on Friday the 13th, part 5, New Beginning, when she's running around in the rain. Oh, okay, gotcha now. Flaw and Awe on Michael Bay film, maybe Bad Boys or The Rock. No, I like Bad Boys. I think I like The Rock too, with Sean Connery and, what's his name? Nicolas Cage. I still got it, chat. Who has a butterfly knife? Is it Ellie? No, Ellie has... I just cut myself. No, I'm kidding. Ellie has Switchblade, right? Black Motorcycle Gang do come out of nowhere. Jason chops his hand off in part 3. Yeah, that Motorcycle Gang. I think that's the guy in Return of the Living Dead. Ain't it? Or no? Laugh out loud. It's like pimping movies out. You know, once it's movies worn out, it's put in the bargain bin to be bought for good. Yeah, they do that. What they'll do is they take the movie, they rent it out like crazy, and then they chuck it in the bargain bin, and you could buy that bitch. And it's just been, imagine having the coronavirus during rentals. Well, I mean, we have Redbox now, but I don't know, man. It's different. Listen to me right now, if I was a millionaire, and I think this is why I should put this on the end of all my campaigns. Let's try to get Doomsday Kingdom as a multi-million-dollar make Map and Doomsday Kingdom multi-million-dollar company. Because if I was a millionaire, I mean hundreds of millions of dollars, you know what I would do? I shit you not. If I had so much money, I was able to do this. What would I do? I would buy the Predator franchise off of Fox, you know? I would buy Predator 1, Predator 2. They can fucking keep the rest. I know that's not how it works, but I'd buy them out so I can, whatever. In reality, I would buy the franchise, and then I'd make my own new Predator movies, all new Predator universe. And trust me, I know you're worried, but oh my God, the ideas I have for a Predator universe, trust me, you want it over here, you know? Fucking trust me. I got a Predator Homeworld script that'll, if you're a fan, it'll be heaven in the theater. Just witnessing that motherfucker. Anyhow, so I'd buy the Predator franchise. I would pay to have a completely new team of video game programmers to take the audio from The Last of Us, everyone's audio. I hope it was kept and saved and all that. And we would use all their audio, but we would make all the the visuals and the gameplay and the AI smoother, cleaner, crisper, modern, better. And the AI would be sicker, you know? So you could replay The Last of Us. And here's the thing is I don't think companies like Naughty Dog will do that because I don't think they think it's financially viable. But me as a fan, even if I just gave them the money to do it and just at least get my money back, even if I didn't get all the money back, I don't care. You know what I mean? It set it up to do that. So I'm doing a Predator, rebumping up The Last of Us. What else can I do? I don't know. Can we do anything? So that's the thing. I don't know. Huh. I thought I had another idea. Something like really cool. Instead of like getting rich and buying like a sports team, who the fuck wants to do that? You know what I'm saying? If you could, would you make an action figure of your Doomsday Kingdom characters? Oh, we are. Daquan, Patterson Powers. If you could, would you make an action figure of your Doomsday Kingdom characters? I would, and we can hopefully in the future, and we will. I'll tell you right now, the leading company that I would like to go with is NECA, and it is possible because they provide that service. If we can crowdfund, once we get Doomsday Kingdom big enough, if we can crowdfund, I would like to do a poll, but I personally would like to start with the rider. All right. Now, the figure, though, we may do not the rider from issue 1. He's still going to have the half mask, and he's still going to look a lot similar, but there's an upgraded type version in the comic, and I think he might be a little cooler. So we would do that and start there. I would like to do the clown from issue 5, even though he's not a huge character. Visually, he looks friggin' awesome. Maybe the mullet man even, like for zombie-wise. But I would like to start with the rider. And I have a few others coming up that would be freaking awesome. Anyhow, I'd like to hear about the Predator script. One day I'd like to talk about it. Have you seen the 2015 short film Kung Fury? It's hilarious. I saw Kung Fury, but it was, I don't remember it being a short film. I'll have to look it up again. Sounds like your GameStop is actually being shut down. According to everything, no, it's not. I mean, it's up. I talked to someone on the phone. That location is not closed. I mean, they don't have there's no signs that the actual area, the actual store is closed down. They got, the whole store's filled. They don't have any sales. They don't have anything moved, You need to shop that Predator script around somehow. It sounds awesome, and I think it would be successful. Well, what we'll do is we're gonna do a little pitch video, and then outside of that, listen, I'm a simple person. I got tunnel vision for Doomsday Kingdom, right? And even if, let's say, because I know there's going to be some haters in chat like, fuck you, you suck. Even if not Fox, Disney now, little pricks, even if they were like, yo, this idiot on YouTube, he's got $1 billion idea for Predator, Homeworld, right? We need to do this shit. Like, what do we do? All you got to do is pay me, homie. Just here's the idea. I'm out. You know what I mean? Unless they were like, listen, we'll pay you, but we want you to polish the script up some. I'll do it. I'll shut up and do it. I'm always going to keep that initial script just in case they reconsider certain things, but I'll do it and I'm out, because then I'm going to take that money and I'm going to sink it into Doomsday Kingdom. We're going to bring this bitch up. I'm telling you guys, for volume 1 is tricky. When volume 1 ends, I'm curious to see what you guys have to say, because I'm telling you right now, anyone who was taught how to write a screenplay in that certain structure, I don't think they would advise me to release volume 1 the way I did. I don't feel it's advisable, because it's not exactly the same structure that everyone does, It's, if I can explain it the easy way possible, obviously no spoilers. Instead of doing like an issue that you have your specific beginning, middle, end, setting up the story for what is all that come. Like The Walking Dead. Oh, guy's in a coma in the first page. You know what I mean? 1 page. He's a cop on one page. He gets shot, wakes up, no family. Bong, that's it. And guess what? That's the tagline and the pitch for the entire initial start of the series. However, he finds his family in issue 3. And then 193 issues follow. So there's 190 friggin' issues that have nothing to do with that tagline. The tricky thing with going into this, the tagline shifts between the 3rd volume in and then like the 6th volume in, but in a good way, because it's not this same story. He's not doing this one mission for all these. It begins with this one thing he has to do, and then it escalates, and then it grows, and then it more become involved. And then I could come back out and go, see, it's about this surprise, you know? And I think that's what is surprising. There's one surprise that might not come out the way I think it is, but the way I'm setting it up, no one's noticed yet. And it's like right in front of everyone's face. But it's kind of like a theme or a feel or a vibe, but no one's picked up on it yet. Those are things I can't wait to get into when we're on volume 5, volume 10, you know, once we're rocking and rolling. I think by volume 10, we can discuss a whole hell of a lot. You know what I mean? Obviously. Ronnie, I got to tell you, Designated Survivor is pretty good. Love me some Kepper Sutherland, Designated Survivor. I'll have to check that out. Lenny James plays Morgan. He got a new TV show coming out. Yeah, I heard that. All right, last question we got in. I saw a dono. Let me hit that up. And then Doomsday Kingdom fan community says, for saying mullet and NECA. You know you'd want one. The first 2 Predator movies was played by this guy named Kevin Peter Hall. Yep, he died of a blood transfusion. The blood had AIDS in it. Yeah, that's an absolute shame. He seems like an absolute nice guy, and everyone said the best about him. They said he was just always pleasant to be around. But yeah, he was one tall son of a bitch. He did more than the Predators. He did something else that was in the... I put a link below. If you guys are interested, go and sign up for Doomsday Kingdom. The 1st and 2nd volume is going to focus on a injured survivor has to get his family and friends out of an area that's being quarantined and walled in. So that way he's facing the dreaded living nightmare of being walled in with zombies. You know, that's the tagline for the first 2 volumes, which again, you'll see why I hate taglines, because it makes you have to really takes the way you tell the story and condense it into these bites that sometimes I feel if you can flesh it out, it adds for a more compelling story. But like I said, the first volume, once you get to the end of issue 5, we can start talking about setting up of volume 2, because that has a fun moment. The end of issue 5 leads into something that's really fun, and we're already showing off the cover of issue 6, which kind of hints to it. And we'll have to discuss that when we get a little closer. But at the end, when we're doing issue 5 and the volume 1, we will reveal issue 6's cover. And it's this guy with a trench coat. There's a lot of dead zombies in front of him. There's a city behind him. And he's got this Tommy gun. You know what I mean? He's got bandana on. Looks like a trained bank robber, gangster, or some shit like that. And he just shot all the zombies, so the gun's smoking. Looks really epic. So that'll be cover 6. There's another concept image that originally was going to be the volume 2 cover itself, just to give you a little tease. And it's one of the characters running, and as he's running, his clothes and his body's being yanked on, and he's like running through this gauntlet of zombies, and he's got this big duffel bag, and they're yanking on him, and shit's flying out the duffel bag, and just really cool image. But you guys will get it when we get closer to that, New show on Netflix called Kingdom. Yep, I watched it a year ago. I'll get to the second season soon. And what else we got? Flaw and Awe, original Halloween. That's on the list for sure. Ronnie, any thoughts on AP's live stream shadow ban from YouTube? I have no idea what you're talking about. If YouTube shadow banned him, that sucks. That really sucks. You know, sometimes that happens when, wait, Carol killed her husband. Where'd that come from? Sometimes that happens though when people troll a little too. Not saying he did, but certain people might troll a little too much, and then what will happen is, I noticed YouTube puts all their comments in the spam folder automatically. So it may be a situation there where YouTube's like, this guy's spam. I don't know. All right, last question, because then we're going to go over to the Ronnie Hayes. Did I even turn on? Oh, yeah, I did. We're going to go over to the Ronnie Hayes channel and play an hour of God of War. Thoughts on the platform and Netflix's original? Netflix's original. To my surprise, I liked it. I hated the end. I thought the end was just a mountain of symbolism instead of being a blend of story and symbolism like the rest of the movie was. I am disgusted by spit. I mean, I can suck face like there's no tomorrow. If you give me a beautiful woman, you know, all that good shit. But once spit leaves the mouth, you know, or if anything gross goes near my food, I will fight a motherfucker over it. You know, don't even if we ever go out to eat, any of us in the Matt family, and you know, we whole table, food buffet, and we're eating, chilling, laughing, having a good time, and I just take the food and throw it and start punching a bitch, you know, whether it's a guy or girl. It's because someone spoke while they had food in their mouth. That I have these weird pet peeves. Like you can like run into my car, damage, you know, wreck it. And I'm just like, oh man, you know, life's a bitch, you know, it happens. You know, it's a scratched. I don't care. You know, I had a uncle that dented half of the back door, backed right into it. I was just like, oh, well, you know. But if you talk with food in your mouth, I'll probably punch you, you know, before you even know it. I'm throwing those things. You know what I mean? I don't know, man. Certain things, they snap. Like I had a video that auto played and it was like ASMR. I was going to bed. I was listening to a podcast and YouTube auto played and it was like this mouth ASMR. I swear to God, I almost wanted to hunt them down to punch them in the throat. There's certain things that just drive me nuts, like make me murderous rage. You know what I mean? Where was I going with that? Oh yeah, that's right. The movie Platform. It's all about food, and it's a whole straight up and down of jail cells. In the middle is one, you know, one hollow area for a table to just go down and down and down. And in the beginning, it's filled with food, and the lower it goes, everyone eats the food. It's on a timer, and people are pissing on it, spitting on it, shitting on it. I don't know why you would fucking do that to begin with. I mean, what the fuck wrong with you? But anyway, when it gets to the bottom, it's all eaten and stepped on, and people are just like eating it, and you know. Anyhow, it's disgusting, but I really did enjoy it. It was so weird, and then by the end, it was like this big ball of symbolism. I was like, Harry and Henderson's, he did that. Yeah, Harry and Henderson's, you're right. He did do that. I like that. I grew up watching that. Yeah, I'm talking about spit. What's up? Make Matt, did you like the finale of Better Call Saul? I'm actually not watching the current season. I was planning on binging the last 2 seasons. I didn't watch this season and the one before it. Was that season 4 and 5? So I got to binge them. I think I watched 1 to 3. My feelings on 28 Days Later. It's okay. I think it's overrated, if I could be straight up real with you. All right, I got to shut this down. Thanks for coming. And again, for everyone supporting, if you guys are going to continue to support the Patreon, just a heads up, we're going to go slow, but Flaw and Awe is coming back Friday and every single Friday after that. And if I get a good buildup of videos edited behind the scenes, I may do a follow-up little chit chat with you guys and just explain what's going on and maybe drop a surprise Flaw and Awe on you, you know? So just bear with me until around July sometime. We should be rocking and rolling. That's my great game plan. In the meantime, you can find me daily or every other day over on my personal channel, just Ronnie Hayes. I got my comic Doomsday Kingdom coming out. We're going to ramp up the promotion for that. I want to make Volume 1 a massive, big deal. Not number-wise. I mean, I know we're new on Indiegogo, so if we can hit like a 5,000 goal, I think $5,000 goal, I think I'd rock out on that. I'd be happy if we hit that and then maybe set like a crazy, 10,000 goal. I don't know. I'm looking, but again, those are crazy numbers because we're brand new on Indiegogo, but I'm convinced Volume 2 will be a home run. Because then we'll be used to Indiegogo. People will know us there. They'll know that we deliver. Speaking of delivering, we've hit 3,000 orders, individual orders on our website for sales. And speaking of the website, issues 1 to 3, still the printers are out. They're not printing. Issue 4, 5, and the volume 1 will be able to print. So we will do a restock of 4. No news yet on 1 to 3. We might reformat them and have them reprinted. If we switch printers, we're going to have to end the print run and do a third printing or something like that. Again, I'll explain what that means down the line, but it means it's the same thing, cover and all, but inside the cover, it'll have third printing instead of first printing. Anyway, we got some celebrities in the house as I'm shutting down. I got to give them a shout out. The Game Chasers, chasing those motherfucking games. They were the only ones that were, oh, wait, it jumped up on me here on the screen. They were the only ones that were, for a few years now, that I was a little bit, wait, oh, you guys are in mid-conversation with something? Or are you drunk? Let me see. I don't know if I understand. Let me see. Go up. Oh, you might have been talking about something I was talking about. They were the only ones that were, for a few. Bro, I think my brain just shut off. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't see any conversations going on in chat. What you guys mean? Game time. You prison fight someone style? Yeah. Hell yeah. Big Bang Theory, Sheldor. I saw the title of the live and assumed that season 11 would be only 8 episodes. No, it's a possibility, so to say, some speculation. And people were asking about my thoughts on it overall. I do think something's going to give. And if something gives, again, you're going to have to, in the very first few minutes, I cover it all. So if you don't want to listen to all the yada, 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 just listen to the first few minutes. But I do believe something's got to give somewhere. So they might double up episodes, or season 11 might have fewer, 10 episodes, 9, 13. It's a possibility. I'm just saying that because, again, I'm not getting this from a verified source that I know and trust and yada, yada, yada. It was just like a casual conversation I was having with someone, and they brought it to my attention as a possibility. And I was like, that might be a way for them to go. But how can we have a good idea if it was spent the first time and it could get worse, feeling that it would? Wait. See, I know the guys at Game Chasers, and it's not letting me click on it. I want to see if this is, I don't know if that's like oh no, that's legit. Guys, what is wrong with me? I have no idea what she was talking about. But how can we have a good idea if it was spent the first time and it could get worse, feeling that it would? The ones that were, I think I think the mistake is, I think they're having a chat with someone in the chat because they didn't address that to me. So I think I'm just reading their chit chat with people in the chat. I'm excited for how you're teasing this volume 1 end. It's been done well by other stories, but of course, well, that's the thing is it doesn't have like this, I don't know, fucking Katie's the writer reveal or someone getting their guts ripped out through their eyeballs. You know what I mean? It's not bloody gory. It's not like a who's the prisoner reveal. It doesn't have that type. it kind of shows you, again, without getting too deep, because issue 5 is going to be out really, really soon, really soon. So without getting too deep into it, it shows you a little bit of the type of style of storytelling I'm going to be going with, where it has these slow burns, and the slow burns are really a slowly drawn back fist that's just going to fucking crack into you. But again, it has this slow burn style to it, and I'm really eager to see how readers how they feel with it, you know. Anyway, Game Chasers, check them out as well. They have, I think they just finished up their Blu-ray for their show, and Ronnie, they're doing a movie too. If I was any closer to where they're filming, I would have asked. I would have said, "Listen, bro, let me audition. Let me audition, man." Ronnie, I think the unreported problem is that he acts like a man who needs sleep apnea, and I don't know what would do for the rest of the day. I think the unreported problem is that he acts like a man who needs sleep apnea, and I don't know. Oh, I think I know what you mean now. Are you talking about AP and the Shadow Band? Is that what you're talking about? Yeah. He does get a little crazy, don't he? A little crazy sometimes. Yeah, I gotta hit you up though. I'm definitely gonna hit you guys up soon. I'm curious how the movie's going. That's something I want to check out. I love seeing YouTubers come together and pull some type of project that they have, make it work with some passion. And again, it's different. I know there was some idea, if you guys follow Game Chasers or not, they go to flea markets and they'll, pick out some retro games, but they also have little mini documentary type videos where they go over gaming, but also, pop culture and entertainment. And it's a heavy focus on retro, sure, but they cover a good amount there. A funny group of guys. And the movie, though, is kind of like that essence, but it's not them going, like in real life. It's a legit movie, but it has like that essence of what would be a good way to put it without screwing it up. The essence of looking back with that nostalgia glare. Anyway, The Big Bang Theory, I think I covered this. Oh, wait, no, right here. The Big Bang Theory said, I know the Flash cut down from 22 to 19 for season 6 because they didn't finish 20, 21, and 22, and they will move on to season 7. Just a little tidbit. Yeah, I think for a show like The Flash, that's probably easier to do. I think some other shows might be doing that as well. I wouldn't be surprised. You seen Extraction on Netflix? I didn't see that yet. No. Where you go? Also, bro, Witcher 3 is so damn good. Laugh out loud. I like it. My brother bought me that for my birthday. I haven't put it in yet. I put it in for an hour, but then I let him borrow it because I had so many games I got to get to. All right, let's close this out now. Big shout out to the Game Chasers chasing those motherfucking games. You got to let fans know you don't plan on stopping. If they invest their time in Doomsday, they will provide. You will provide. Yeah, when it comes to Doomsday Kingdom, I'm not stopping no matter what. Even if no matter what. Even if James was like, "Yo, I can't stand Ronnie. I hate his guts. I'm out of here. I don't want to." Which he's not. At least I don't think so. Hope not. He's not. So, but even if like the worst came to the worst and he was just like, fuck this guy, I don't even want to, hear his name no more. I mean, the story's coming out in novels or something. I mean, no matter, as long as it's coming out, it's coming out. You know what I mean? So as long as the viewer base is there, this is the longer story. I don't want to just shit out one volume just to get you guys to, so I can pad a bank account and then maybe do another project. It's not like a resume thing. I see a lot of people doing that where they get a following and they do something that's really just a resume piece. This is a franchise, an indie, super hella, probably the the most indie franchise that we're kicking off right out of the fan base, the zombie genre fan base. Do you think your comic will be as big as The Walking Dead? I don't look at it like that because, and let me do it. Will you do Fear the Walking Dead, Flaw and Awe? Will you watch season 6? I doubt I'm going anywhere near Flaw and Awe for Fear the Walking Dead. It's that bad. Maybe down the line we get to it. As far as the comic being as big as The Walking Dead, it's so hard to take something that right now, like we are literally, it's in its conception. It's, you know what I mean? It hasn't even been born yet. It's just coming out, entering the world. That's like saying, oh man, are you preparing for your kid to get his driver's license? Like, bro, we need to listen, bro. Like let's be on volume 4 or 5 and let's see those reader numbers and let's see how many people we have coming up. Because even though I believe in the story, what if everyone else is like, yeah, this is shit, So fuck, even though I love this so much, you never know. I'm sure everyone thinks their ideas are fucking amazing, and half the time they're not, All right, really, last couple. The Big Bang Theory, because again, we're going to go over Ronnie Hayes and we can talk, because if at this point I'm like so close to canceling the other stream because I got to get up at 6 a.m. I can't dick around. The Big Bang Theory, do you have any long-term DDK plans involving TV? No, I'm not a millionaire. I don't have connections in Hollywood. I have absolutely zero. No, I don't know. I think some of you guys, you think it's too easy once you have an item. I have no connections. I'm not a millionaire. I don't have any experience in TV. There's no plans. I mean, long term, the best I can hope for is I hope to one day be able to make plans, because right now there's nothing to plan. When I'm putting the story together, sure, I think about maybe kind of how it would unfold, and would it be easy to translate to TV? But the comic, the way the story unfolds, I do it whatever's best for the comic in that, because that's what matters now. But yeah, when it comes to TV, the best you can do is do something that's on fire, and so many people want it that Hollywood looks your way and they go, well, shit, let's turn this into something. But the problem with that is you're either going to give them the rights like Kirkman did with selling the rights to AMC, or you're going to partner in a way where you can keep some of the yada, yada, yada. And it sounds like Naughty Dog and Neil Druckmann did that with The Last of Us. However, you need that pull in order to be able to say, we don't have to give you the rights. We're not giving you the rights. What do you want to do? Because we could go anywhere right now. Anyone would have taken The Last of Us. I don't know though. I have to look into that. I don't think I really looked into it as much, the rights situation with The Last of Us, but first 3 seasons were okay. But do you think comic will get it? Yeah, here's another one. Do you think your comic will get a TV series? I don't know. I mean, wouldn't we all love anyone who writes or makes something? Wouldn't they love it? I don't know. I have no idea. I've never had a popular enough anything to warrant it. I don't know how I would react if Hollywood showed up at my door right now and was like, yo, I would say no, because I would feel like something's not right. They don't just pop up and say, hey, let's do a TV show. So I'd have to say no, because that would lead me to believe, well, wait a minute, something's big here. Something's going on, because they're not just going to ask some random idiot, hey, you want to do a TV show? No, your shit needs to be on fire. You know what I mean? Anyway. Yeet to the dude. Thank you for the $2 dono. But again, we're not talking about any Last of Us leaks or anything, even hinting or close to it. I appreciate the money, but thank you, but no. I want to write a comic, but don't have money for artists or for me to learn. Here's the thing, Jaggy. You're not going to succeed. I'll tell you right now. You may eventually go on to succeed, but your mentality right now, you're giving yourself walls and obstacles. You're making yourself fail already, because you might run into an artist, but then what do you have to do? Oh, look at that. You're going to have to write a comic. And it's not as easy as you think. When people really sit down to write a good story, it's really not as easy as you think when it comes. there's certain moments where a good story just flows out of me, and I'm like, holy fuck, I wish that was all the time. But when it comes to actually sitting down and doing it consistently, you gotta work for that. You gotta put in work. You gotta know what you're doing. You gotta understand when it comes to emotions how to draw those out of people. But right now you're saying, I want to write a comic, but I don't have the money for an artist or for you to learn how to do the art. Well, I mean, right now there's no excuse for money to learn because Google. I mean, yeah, how much shit I learned on Google for free? I do agree there's no money to pay an artist. That's a problem I ran into as well. However, I continued to write the story. And then when I found an artist, I had so much and I had it set and I was confident in what it was. The characters had a role. The artist was like, fuck, bro, this is doable. I mean, this is a project. If you find an artist 2 months from now, you're going to have all the I want to do's, but you're not going to have anything to actually show them to get an artist to go, I'm going to work with this guy. So I would suggest you want to write a comic, find the artist, worry about paying for the art later, get the story locked down. Big Bang says, I started writing a book, medieval based. I don't know how to not copy Game of Thrones, though. You already know. You know what I mean? You don't know how to copy it. When you copy it, don't do it. Stop doing it. Change it around. Yeah, Big Bang says he's having intense writer's block this week. You know what I do for writer's block? Fucking stop writing. I know a lot of people say write, but I don't. I let it chill, work on something else. Sometimes I find something like working out or anything to, and I did start to write, and I have my friend's dad who wrote a couple books. There you go. But you got to write, right? Keep writing. Writing is rewriting. All right. I'm ending it now, though, because I'm at a point where I don't know if we can even do another stream, but check the Ronnie Hayes within the 10 minutes. If it's not up in 10, we're probably not doing it, but I'm going to try. All right. Thank you very much for coming out and chit-chatting with me. Oh, wait, it's up here. Thanks for the supporters. And again, to the boss behind the scenes, Princess Pie coming in with a fly-ass $100 dono, keeping us afloat for a little longer. Thank you very much, Princess. I bow to the princess, the real princess, not that bullshit Walking Dead princess. You know what I mean? That's probably why they hate me.